Oops. Oh, can you hear me now? Sorry, I think the microphone sometimes is like it's not like connected well. Can you hear me now? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Okay, let me see if you can hear me now. I adjusted the microphone just now. I think when I touch, there's a button on the microphone. Accidentally, I sometimes press it and I mute the microphone. But hopefully now it's okay. This is live, not a video, so I cannot edit the live stream. Okay, good. Okay, now you can hear. Okay, great. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry for the issue. It's a live stream issue. But yeah, I was saying that today is 21st of September, Sunday, and yeah, we have lots of trending markets in Forex, new breakouts, and gold is bullish to me, and indices are bullish also. US indices, Nikkei, other indices renewing higher and higher. It's bullish completely, and cryptos are a bit choppy to me. But today I will select a few pairs, few markets to do analysis. So yeah, how are you today? Good to see you, everyone. Okay, let me say hi. Bearby, good to see you. And Tony Gold, thanks for joining. Gazillionaire, thanks for joining too. Okay. Guillermo, good to see you. FT Images, thanks for joining. Ashok, and all right. Unscripted, thanks so much for joining. All right. And Vinicius and everyone, good to see you. Good to see you. So these days, I have been posting the videos, edited videos, and I hope you have been enjoying those videos and shorts. These are more effective learning, I think, more persuasive, effective by edits. So hopefully you have been enjoying the style. And I continue the videos from now. Okay, so now let me start with pound JPY. Pound JPY. Weekly time frame. I have been touching on this one in this YouTube, but still the market has been struggling to break the resistance of 200.25 and 201.00. The swing high was actually marked on 201. That was my target this week, last week, and it did touch. But after it touched, the market retraced and closed below the resistances. So if I just go to the daily time frame now, then you see that the market is touched on the resistance once it broke 201. So I thought this is the start of the new bullish trend, but as it turned out, it closed below 201 and Friday closed below Kijun-sen. So this is retracement. This is where the market may retrace down. So this week, pound JPY to me is bearish. It's bearish. We have some Kumo and Chikou span and time cycles perspectives, but either way, this is downtrend to me intraday or in a weekly basis. So sell is going to be the right direction on pound JPY. Let me see. I have the cycles like this one, and so far we have been, it has been up above the Kijun-sen. Friday closed below Kijun-sen. So until the 25th of September, which is Thursday, this coming week, Thursday, the market may down. And then see if it goes up or down this way or this way. I cover time cycles on Ichimoku Advanced Community. So if you're interested, please join, and I touch deeply on these ones. Actually, earlier today, before YouTube, I was doing Ichimoku Advanced Forecast. I do this every Sunday and cover some markets. So pound JPY is at the moment downtrend, bearish, until Thursday or Friday to me. But 2 weeks later, the market may turn bullish. So let me visit back this one next Sunday and see how it plays out. Okay, and let me go back to the weekly time frame and let's continue to check some markets. some Euro pairs are trending. Euro JPY is about to break the resistance. This is weekly time frame, and it has been supported by the Tenkan-sen, the blue Tenkan-sen, and it's testing the resistance of 174. After the breakout of 174, the target is 175 and 176. So it's bullish now. I like the Kumo shape, how Kumo has been thicker and bigger so far. So it's nice. In the bigger picture, if you zoom out like this way, then there was like a major double bottom or triple bottom here. And neckline was here, 166.45. And after that, the market went up this way. So yeah, it's bullish to me. Euro JPY, I'm looking to buy this week. And I actually bought this one last Thursday and made some profits. And I continue to look for more opportunities on this one. And Euro JPY daily time frame shows it's bullish. The price is above the Tenkan-sen, and Kijun-sen up, Kumo is up, Chikou span above candles. So no doubt it's bullish until it breaks the Kijun-sen bearish. Kijun-sen is the backbone of Ichimoku. And when Kijun-sen, when the price is above the Kijun-sen, basically it's bullish. And when Chikou span above the candlesticks, it's also bullish. So we kind of, look for these bullish or bearish confirmations one by one and analyze the market with 5 lines and the price actions. Euro JPY has been also supported by the ascending trend line like this way. And you can actually see this in 1 hour time frame more closely. So if I zoom out in 1 hour, then you can see how beautiful it has been supported by the trend line. If I zoom out all the way, then it actually started from here, these 2 points, and then these touches over here, multiple touches. Here, the market did not really, touch on the trend line, but what's significant here is that the trend line has been also together with the Kumo in 1 hour. And in this case, trend line also works better, especially from here, 11 September, it has been together with the Kumo, like this way, and it has been supported by the trend line and the Kumo itself. So now the price is coming down, and I think this week, first on Monday, it's going to break the Kumo bearish in 1 hour and goes down to the trend line or get closer to the trend line and then bounce and goes up this way. So if the market gets closer to the trend line, then I buy and put the stop loss below the trend line or below the swing low, could be here too, and see if the market goes up and test the resistance. And if the market breaks the trend line, then I simply exit the trade. That's the strategy in this Euro JPY 1 hour time frame. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. But like this, we have lots of trending markets, new pairs. Looks like September has been quite busy, and hopefully continues October, November. Yeah, this year I remember July was active, but not in August. And early September was a bit quiet, but from the mid-September to late, the market's active. So that was Euro JPY. And let me also touch on Swiss franc JPY. This pair looks like Euro JPY, right? This is Swiss franc JPY, and Euro JPY looks like this. You can see that these are identical. So patterns are identical. So strategy also could be identical to use, to apply. Sometimes you see these similar markets together, and these markets tend to be more active than other pairs. So Swiss franc JPY, again, just like Euro JPY, has been supported by the trend line, and it's now testing the resistance. So very similar to Euro JPY, daily shows bullish as well. This pair has been supported by the Senko span A before. It never went into Kumo. Versus Euro JPY has been above the Kumo, but it didn't really touch. It only touched once before here on Euro JPY. But Swiss franc JPY touched the Kumo multiple times. So this shows more stronger bullish trend than Euro JPY. So if you monitor both Euro JPY and Swiss franc JPY, after the breakout, most likely Swiss franc JPY goes up faster than Euro JPY. So if I see both pairs break out this week, then most likely I will choose Swiss franc JPY to trade because of this Kumo bounce situation in daily time frame. So let's say if I see multiple pairs trending at the same time, I only choose one to trade. So I only risk 2% of what I have in my account, and I select only one pair to trade. So yeah, Swiss franc JPY has been up above the Tenkan-sen, and Euro JPY has been also above the Tenkan-sen, so that's also similar. And Kumo has been up, Kijun-sen angle up also, and the Chikou span above the candlesticks. So it's all the way up now. It's bullish. Nicely bullish market. Let me see. So now, if I zoom out all the way on the Swiss franc JPY, sometimes it's nice to zoom out like this way and check the situation. The market has been range over here in 2024, December, and this February, the market went to the low of the range. After that, the market broke the Kumo bullish on the April this year. And ever since, it has been up this way. So that means if the market breaks the Kumo bearish, that's the end of the trend. But for now, it has been up above, and it has been also above the Tenkan-sen. So depends on your style. You can follow either Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen or Kumo. And what that means is that Ichimoku has, as you know, 5 lines. And Ichimoku, you can actually decide which participants to follow. If you want to follow short-term participants, short-term traders, then you keep on holding until the market breaks the Tenkan-sen bearish. If you want to hold the trade with the mid-term participants and traders, then you keep holding until the market breaks the Kijun-sen bearish. And if you want to hold it in the long term, then you keep holding until the market breaks the Kumo bearish. Right? So the timing to enter is either bounce or the breakout. So let's say Tenkan-sen breakout happened here on the 11th of September. One day before, 10th of September, the market broke the Tenkan-sen bearish. And then 11th September, it broke above the Tenkan-sen. So this is where you're going to enter the market. And you'll be keep holding and holding till now, until it breaks the Tenkan-sen bearish. It's the original Ichimoku way to enter, exit the market. So you can do the same in Kijun-sen or Kumo. Especially if you follow the Kumo long term, then you keep holding till now. You don't exit yet. This is long term trade strategy. So by looking at the Ichimoku 5 lines, you can also see how participants are doing in this case, the price is above the Tenkan-sen, so everyone is winning trades. No one is losing in 5 lines. And once the market closes below Tenkan-sen, that's when short-term start to lose. Short-term buyers start to lose. And short-term sellers start to win. And you can see this at a glance through 5 lines of Ichimoku. So yeah, Swiss franc JPY is also bullish, and I do monitor this one closely this week to be able to buy. So let me cover one more and then go to gold. Let me cover pound AUD. Pound AUD has been quite nice situation. The market broke the support level 2 weeks ago on the week of the 8th of September. And I am actually closely monitoring to sell this one. And the reason is on the weekly time frame. We have Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, dead cross. Chikou span is about to break bearish. Technically, Chikou span is not below the candles yet. But once Chikou span closes below the candlesticks on the weekly, which most likely happens this week, then I will be selling it and expect the price to break the Kumo bearish. This is how you read the future Kumo breakout. And that could be one of the nice markets to trade, to sell pound AUD. And especially Kumo part here becoming thin, and market tends to break the thin part of the Kumo. If you look at the previous history of the market, then you can actually see this in any markets, any time frames. The market tends to break the thin part of the Kumo, like here or here. When Kumo gets thinner than before, then it tends to break. Sometimes the market breaks the thick part of the Kumo like this one, but it takes much longer. So here too, the Kumo was becoming thin. If I zoom in like this way, the Kumo becomes thin and the market breaks this way. Usually the market breaks towards the thin part of the Kumo. And that's very important to remember as Ichimoku Basic. So this time, coming back to today's candlestick now, the price is now coming down and it's going towards the thin part of the Kumo, right? So once the market breaks the Kumo bearish, then this one is going to be a nice downtrend, potentially. So that's why I'm looking to sell pound AUD this coming week. So that's the market I also focused this week. So I covered pound JPY and Euro JPY, Swiss franc JPY, and pound AUD today. Okay, so now let me cover gold. Okay, good to see you everyone. Again, thanks so much for joining today's live stream weekly forecast. Okay, gold has been bullish now. This is weekly time frame. It has reached 3,700, which was my target this week. So I keep holding the trade. And now my next target is 3,800. So there's no reason for me to exit yet. I keep holding until the market stops trending. From Ichimoku perspective, the price is above the Tenkan-sen. It has been nicely supported by the Tenkan-sen here on the weekly time frame. And before the market broke the P wave bullish. P wave breakout was exactly on the 25th of August. And this was a week that showed the new bullish trend on the gold. It wasn't here, it wasn't not the breakout of the resistance. From Ichimoku perspective, the breakout of the P wave together with the Tenkan-sen bounce was a start of the new bullish trend. So if you are also trading gold, you don't have to exit yet. You just keep holding and holding until you see the retracement. So that's weekly time frame. And if you look at the daily time frame, it's also bullish. Last week, you can see that the market bounced on the Tenkan-sen. Friday closed above the Tenkan-sen, so it's bullish still. Before, it was ranging. This is called the box range. I mentioned in Ichimoku Basic Master Book. Box range, and box range broke bullish. So the breakout is captured around here before the breakout. And then the market took off bullish continuously this way. So together with the P wave breakout on the weekly time frame, potential box range breakout happened similar timing to the weekly P wave breakout. So even before the breakout of the resistance, this was relatively easier to capture the potential breakout. And now still it's bullish to me. Kumo has been nicely up and thicker here. So that means buyers are still here to trade and keep holding. So again, last week the market reached my target of 3,700, but I didn't see the retracement sign, so I don't exit yet. And my next target is 3,800. 3,800 is going to be the next target. So I'm looking to buy more and keep holding this week. So gold is looking very nice these days. And let me cover US index and Nifty chart. I know lots of people trade US index. So here is the let me see. Here is Nasdaq. Okay, weekly time frame. It's also bullish. Similar to gold, Nasdaq also being supported by the Tenkan-sen. And Kumo itself is bullish. Kijun-sen is up. And Chikou span above the candlesticks. And last week, my target was 24,500. It has reached. And now, this week, target is going to be 25,000. So, no doubt, it's bullish to me. If you don't use Ichimoku, then you may feel it's overbought. Especially, let me cancel Ichimoku like this way. And if you don't see any indicators, then you see the market has been up and up all the way to here. So you may feel the market may be down anytime. And it can be down anytime, but according to Ichimoku, it's not yet. So Ichimoku really helps you to be patient and to stick to the trending markets and to maximize the profit as much as possible this way. So that was Nasdaq. And let me cover Nifty 50. Nifty weekly chart is now becoming bullish. The market was supported. Well, actually, the market broke the Tenkan-sen. And then before the market reaches Kumo, it became bullish. And now this is within the P wave. Like I mentioned on these yellow lines, it's the P wave. And last week was resisted by the P wave. So to be safer, you can wait for the P wave, break bullish, and buy. And I think it's going to test 26,000 or 26,270. I think the market is going to head towards there sometime in the month of October. But for now, it's bullish to me too. So, and this is the daily time frame. Daily time frame is also bullish. The price is above the Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, and Kumo is now twisted. Chikou span above candles. So most likely it breaks the P wave and goes up this week. Nothing 100%, so please don't believe. If you want to take trades, please do at your own risk. But if this were other markets, I don't trade Nifty, but if this were, let's say, Forex or gold, then I would definitely enter the market. at the time of the breakout. And put the stop loss below Tenkan-sen on the daily time frame to be safer. In terms of the chart pattern, we have double bottom and neckline breakout, right? So if the market doesn't break the P wave on Monday or Tuesday, then I think it comes down to here, comes down to 25,145, and then breaks P wave again. And I think this is better scenario to enter buy at the P wave breakout. And the reason is because of the Kumo shape. Now Kumo shape is a bit tiny. This is like a newborn baby Kumo. So the breakout can be fake, even if it happens now. But if the market retraces and bounces and goes up again, the Kumo will be bigger and thicker. And in that case, the breakout becomes more true. So either way, this is bullish. You can buy, enter the market. But technically, you have to create the scenarios to enter market. Entry has to be a bit more precise than regular trending markets on this one. So that's the technical part, but that's my view perspective. And finally, let me cover cryptos, and then let me check some comments. BTC USD weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is now ranging. The price is below Tenkan-sen, and so far this week is now closing with a doji candlestick. Doji is where the body is very tiny and wicks up and down. That's doji candlestick. Doji means at the same time in Japanese. So at the same price, open and close price, at the same time, at the same price is like a doji candlestick. So we have a doji candlestick this week so far. And if it closes like this, then next week may be bearish this way, since it's been resisted by the Tenkan-sen weekly. It may turn down after this, right? So sell is going to be the right direction if you want to, and target is going to be the weekly Kijun-sen, which is let me use this one, which is all the way down here on 99,514. There may be the potential downtrend or retracement in the future. So that's a weekly perspective, bigger picture. And in terms of the daily time frame, it's difficult to read because it's been ranging and choppy. This is rather bearish on the daily time frame. The price is within the Kumo and it's below Tenkan-sen, and Kumo has been bearish. And for the price action perspective, there was a double top neckline breakout happened here exactly on 25th of August. After this date, the market renewed even lower, and then now it's becoming up a little bit, but it's not renewing higher on this resistance, 118. So, and we have weekly doji. So if the weekly doji breaks bearish like this way on the daily time frame, then it goes down to first to the previous low, and then ultimately goes down to the weekly Kijun-sen. That's my perspective. So unless the market breaks 118, to me it's bearish. Okay, that's my view. So that covered the topics I wanted to cover today. So let me now pick some comments and do some discussions. But thank you so much for joining today's live stream. I hope you're having a great weekend so far, and looking forward to some nice pips this coming week. Okay, good to see you. Good to see you. I see Dow Jones. Yeah, Dow Jones has been bullish now also. Right. Let me see. Do you think gold is skewed short side from people. No. Gold is bullish. Like I mentioned, from Ichimoku perspective, gold is not bullish. There's no sign of the retracement yet. Range box with pound JPY. That's true. That's true. Yeah, this is a pair I covered today. The pound JPY has been ranging, but it's about to break the resistance. I know some of you are joining a bit late, so let me do recap on this one again. Pound JPY weekly time frame has been showing bullish above the Tenkan Sen. In the short term, it's range, but in the long term, it's coming bullish above the Tenkan Sen. Kumo has been bullish, Chikou span above the candlesticks. So depends on which time frame you look at, perspective is different. Okay, could you please analyze XAGUSD silver? Okay, daily time frame looks nice. All right, let me check. XAGUSD. I haven't checked this one for a while, so I'm curious how it looks like now. 3.3%. Wow, that's a big bullish trend last week. Oh yeah, weekly is bullish now. No doubt, no doubt. And this is not overbought yet. We have Kumo up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, Chikou span above candles. Looks like I put the target of 44.235, and looks like the market is heading towards that way. So this week, it may reach 44.235. The momentum has been quite strong. This is a resistance from all the way back in 2011. But this is not overbought. So yeah, this is rather stable bullish. It has been supported by the Tenkan Sen 3-4 times. So it's nice. Stable bullish trend. Yes. Okay, yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, Bilby said I entered Euro JPY as well this week. Oh, great. Just like myself. Looking back on Thursday, right, I took the trade on Thursday too. Euro JPY. Swiss franc JPY trended stronger with shorter stop loss pips, but Euro JPY has 4-hour and a daily trend, so chose Euro JPY to trade in the end. Yeah, that's a good decision. It's good to compare two markets and decide which one to trade. You don't want to trade two at the same time, because if they both go down against your direction, then you may lose more, and it's not good for the risk management perspective. So always choose one, select the best one to trade, and see how it goes. Hopefully you are able to make some profits on that Euro JPY trade. And never forget risk management to apply. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Ichimoku is a very powerful analysis system. Yeah, that's really true. Okay, why you check the weekly time frame every week? Is that helpful, and how? Yes, it's helpful because weekly time frame closes every week. Daily time frame closes every day, right? And monthly time frame closes every month. So it's important to check the weekly time frame every weekend, or especially Monday, when weekly opens on Monday. Then from weekly and the lower time frame all opens. You see all new candlesticks below weekly, weekly and below time frames. So this is the time you check the markets because the candlesticks has closed on the weekly time frame. Before it closes, before the candlestick closes, sometimes, let's say, like a Euro JPY, for example, which I covered today, or Pound JPY. Pound JPY I covered today. This is weekly time frame. As a result, it didn't close above the resistance. Yeah, resistance is over here. But you never know unless you confirm the closure of the candlestick. You see the wick over here. So last week, during the week, the market was above the resistance of 200. And when you see the price above the resistance, then you may jump into the market. Then eventually, last week on Friday, the market was sold and it closed below the resistance. But unless you confirm the closure of the candlestick, you never know if it closes above or below or on the resistance. This is the reason why you better check the weekly time frame. And also to get the bigger picture of the market, you better check the weekly time frame. And every month and new months happens, you better check the monthly time frame. In this reason, I check every Monday. I do forecast on every Monday at the KTS Master Community because that's when the new candlestick opens. And when new candlestick opens, then Kijun-sen angle, Tenkan-sen angle, and Kumo angle, and Chikou span situation can be different from Sundays. So that's why I do scan charts on Mondays on the weekly and the daily time frames. Yeah. So every action, everything you do has to have reasons. If there's no reasons, then don't do it. Okay. Gold pips can be calculated by 0.01 is 1 pip on gold. That's how you can calculate. You can actually Google search and look for the position size calculator for gold. Okay. Yeah. I have been trading gold. Yes, I have been trading gold, but only gold. I haven't traded silver or copper or some other commodities. Yeah, I have been trading gold only and Forex pairs. Yeah, bullish week. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Nifty I have covered already, so please check the archive. Okay, BNBUSDT. Okay, let me see. I don't think I ever checked that one before, but just curious how it looks like. I don't think I have that one. BNB. Oh, here, I see. So maybe I checked it long time ago. Let me see. Okay, weekly time frame is overbought. This one is overbought, so you never want to jump in the market now. You want to wait for the retracement. Usually after this, the market consolidates. And then Kumo becomes thicker and bigger, and that's a better timing to buy. So let's wait for the retracement and pushback to buy. The price may come down to either Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen and bounce. You capture bounce and put the stop loss below Tenkan-sen or below Kijun-sen and see if the market breaks new high. But now it's risky to trade. It's overbought situation. Okay. Do the markets diverge much when you see identical setups in multiple markets? I've noticed NQ and ES diverge on similar setups, but it's similar. It's on smaller time frame. Higher time frame might be more reliable. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I agree on that one. Okay, Vinicius says, I can say that my trades improved a lot after applying Ichimoku analysis as based on my daily routine. Again, thank you for share. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, any markets, any conditions, any strategies, indicators you use, you better have simple eyes. Ichimoku can be complex. The candlestick patterns, the price actions can be complex, but eventually you want to make it simplified so that you can really see the truth. You can really see the point of the market. What exactly is important in this particular market. Yes, but yeah, thank you so much for the comment. Okay. Before you enter the trade, do you already know where you will exit if it goes against you? 100%. Yes. Or do you wait for price action, then decide where you exit? No. I exactly know when to exit before entering the market. That's the scenario to trade. Scenario creation. If I don't know where to exit, then I don't enter market. I only trade when things are certain. When it's uncertain, then I don't trade. Okay, yeah, I see some new comments, new messages now. Yeah, thanks for joining. I am using Ichimoku indicator. Sorry, I changed the frame. What does Chikou span mean? Chikou span angle mean? Chikou span angle is meaning also the trend direction of the market. But more than Chikou span angle, Chikou span location is important. What made you switch to swing trading? I personally like to trade intraday. How was your risk management strategy changed from scalping to swing trading? I have been scalping before and I wasn't profitable. But after I switched my strategy to swing trade, day to swing strategy, by trend follow application, then my performance got much better. Then I was able to do full time on this job. And I think it depends on personality. I think I was still too aggressive and I didn't really like to check charts every day, all day. It was a bit tiring for me. But for some people prefer to check the charts more often, and people like it that way. But for me, once I scan the markets, if there's no opportunities, then I wanted to walk away so that I can do lots of other things in life. I want to travel, I want to do this and that. I want to simply enjoy my life. So I didn't want to spend too much time to trade. So that was how I built my strategy itself. So, and when I enter the market, I never know if this trade is going to be day or swing. If the market goes against me soon, then I exit the trade. So it could be like a scalping. And if the market goes towards my direction and keep holding and holding, then it's going to be max like 2 weeks swing trade. So in times of exit with a loss, I do apply scalping strategies still. But when it comes to trading profits, taking profits, I'm applying swing trade strategy. So this is a mix balance between scalping, exit timing with a loss, and swing trend follow strategy. And that's KTS. So I don't exit too early. Once I start to run profits, I continue holding and holding as long as it goes. So I do set targets. I do set targets like this today, but I don't set TP. I don't set the TP. I do set the stop loss. I do set the stop loss, but I don't set the TP. And as long as it goes, I follow. I simply follow Ichimoku direction. If Ichimoku says trending, then even if the market reaches target, I keep holding because it may renew higher and higher like gold or US indices. But if Ichimoku says flat range, then I exit the market. Even if the market doesn't reach the target, I exit the trade. So my targets are purely based on Ichimoku, not by the price numbers. Okay, so now I am about to finish the live stream. I do see lots of comments, but now I have to go soon in about 10 minutes. Yeah, let me see. Let me pick only few comments from some other people. Speed says, do you cut profits when you are in winning trade or you just move stop losses in profits? I just move stop losses in profits. I don't cut profits. I don't take profit so easily. I don't take profit so easily. Okay, Setio says, I just knew Ichimoku last week and saw your 2 short videos how you enter and open positions. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, so I do see lots of more comments and questions, but unfortunately I have to go now. So I need to finish the live stream. But thank you so much for your participation and thank you so much for your support as always. I continue to produce quality videos and shorts. So please support me by pressing the like button and by subscribing my YouTube so that I can continue encouraging do this. So yeah, thank you so much everyone. And see you on the next one. I have some communities, GTS, GIS, still open, available, 1 seat each. So if you're interested to master my strategy for 3 months, please let me know by email. So thank you so much. Stay gold, stay healthy. またね。